Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to our brand new masterclass, Get Clients Easier. Yes, really. Hello, everybody. Say hi to us in the chat. I love seeing your smiling faces. Hello, Sydney. I see Natalie and Cindy Baker. Oh my goodness. I love seeing you guys. We're going to get started very quickly today because I got a lot to cover and I'm going to try my best to go quickly and get through this in an hour. For those of you who are live on Zoom, we got some special stuff for you today. Hello, Wendy. Rhoda's in the house. Awesome. All right, so today we're talking about getting clients easier. And I think that's what we all want, no matter if we're just starting out or if we're 7 figures and beyond, let's just get some clients and let's make it easier. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Kathy can't hear anything. Can you guys hear? Is everything good? You might have to get out and come back in. I'm not sure. Let us know if we can help you though, but you guys can hear me and see my screen. Tech check. All right, so let's go ahead and get going here. Tech is good. Okay, thank you. So what we're going to do, so when, Texas, I'm in Texas. What we're going to cover today is the components of getting clients easier and how to make that happen. So we're going to cover how to get more quality leads, right? Not just leads, but quality leads, how to take those leads and streamline them through the sales process, and ultimately how to run your business easier with less out of your pocket. If you are on live with us on Zoom, stay to the end because we're going to share a secret link and you're going to be able to download one of the workflows that you can use to automate some of your sales process. I'll walk you through that. But my promise today is by the end of this training, you're going to understand the overarching process to make acquiring clients easier. Right. And that's what we all want. Okay, so let's get into this. I'd love to know if you guys are new, if you've never been to one of our master classes, let me know just really quickly. My name is Melissa Ricker, nuclear engineer turned 7-figure business owner. And what we do is we help turn business owners into real CEOs who help scale their business. So we work with coaches, consultants, and online experts, and we help them sell at scale. And we have our engineer to scale business model that we use to help our clients make 6- and 7-figure leaps in their business. A little bit about my story. So Sally is new. Hey, Sally, welcome. My story, I left my corporate job back when my firstborn popped into this world. Actually, I left when it was before his first birthday. So I did go back to work, hated that I was gone all the time. And I was a big engineering manager, had a whole big team under me. And I thought, well, I'm a smart cookie, right? I got a master's degree in nuclear engineering. Of course, I can make some money online. And so I walked away from that hefty paycheck. And I struggled for a long time. I fell flat on my face. It took me 2 years to get to the point where I was replacing the paycheck that I walked away from. Now, when things came together for me, they came together. This is part of my story. I was standing in this room at ClickFunnels, and I was looking at those shiny awards, the 2 Comma Club awards, and I wanted one. This was a defining moment for me, and things came together. And when they came together very quickly. And just 7 months later, I had generated $1 million, over $1 million in cash collected, and had, generated multi-million dollars in sales. And that was pretty cool, right? But then it all broke. And this is an important part of my story because when I rebuilt, I did things a little bit differently. So on the back end, everything fell. I spent so it took me 2 years to replace my paycheck, and then it took me another year to rebuild. And I've had a 7-figure business for the past 3 years after figuring out how to build it right. And that's what I want to really, for you guys to know, that as I talk about this through, I have done it all wrong, and I have done it and then rebuild it the right way. So let's get started in here. I always use this example, and we're going to talk through the different components of this. But yes, I'm an engineer, and yes, I get a little nerdy sometimes. But don't worry, we are the engineers that like to have fun too, and you'll see that hopefully today as well. So your business is like a conveyor belt, and this just makes a lot of sense to me, right? And a conveyor belt is it's like a flow, right? It moves and it's a continuous flow. And so your business is a continuous flow of people and therefore money into your business. And it should continue to flow. And ultimately that's that well-oiled machine that you hear people talk about, is that their conveyor belt is running smoothly, and the new qualified leads are coming in. Those qualified leads are turning into sales, and those sales are turning into clients who get amazing results. And that's what we're going to break this down in today. I'm going to cover each kind of component as it relates to getting clients easier. So every business has 3 key departments. Doesn't matter what kind of business, doesn't matter if you're wearing all the hats right now, if you are all of it, but you want to think of it, your conveyor belt, in 3 key areas. Marketing, whose only job is to attract quality leads and move them into the sales process, to take leads and turn them into prospects. Then you've got sales, which turns those quality leads, those prospects, into clients. And then you've got your delivery, which takes those new clients and turns them into raving fans as they get their results that they joined you for, right? And ideally, this conveyor belt goes around and around and around in your business. And when this comes together, now you've got a business that can scale, and you've got a business that can be optimized. So let's get into this. We're going to start with the marketing piece, which is get more qualified leads. So I'd love to know in the chat, if you feel like you've got a lot of qualified leads. The first thing we're going to do is define what a qualified lead is. And this is where I see a lot of people struggle, is that they've got leads, but none of those leads are buying. So what is a qualified leads? Again, most of the time, leads are not is not the issue. And really only 25%, I got this stat, I pulled this stat for today, 25% of the leads that are generated by marketing are actually the ones that are high enough quality to move into the sales process, right? So if we come back to this slide here, marketing is generating leads, and at any given point, only 25% of those are qualified, right? And so we want more qualified leads. So what is a qualified lead? This is how I define it. And again, I have worked with hundreds of clients, and we've had hundreds of thousands of leads come through. So I know I've had unqualified leads, I've had unqualified clients, I've had everything in between. So a qualified lead, number 1, is that they have the problem that your product or service can fix. Now, this essentially means that what you do is relevant for them. This one is generally not the problem, because we can help a lot of people. If you use the weight loss example, right? There's a lot of people that have the problem that your product or service can fix, right? If I look at business owners, there's a lot of business owners that have the problem of not getting enough qualified leads, right? And so there's a lot of people that actually have the problem that we can fix most of the time. But that's the first pillar, right? Is that the lead, if it's going to be a qualified lead, it has to have the problem that you can fix. The second piece is they see the value in your solution. They see the value in your solution, meaning that they understand that the solution is worth something. Okay, so they see the value. Looking at the weight loss example, right? Not everyone who needs to lose weight necessarily sees the value in that. They're perfectly happy, right? So they have to see the value in the solution. And then, and here's the final 2 are the ones, sorry, my dogs, the FedEx truck is pulling in. They're going to sing us the song of their people. You can probably even see them out my window there. Is they have the funds and the authority. So what this means is, and you guys let me know, because this is the one that haunts most of us, is that you've got all these people who have the problem, and they love what you do. They love you, they love your solution, but they don't have the funds or the authority to purchase it. This is the one, again, this gets a lot of people. Funds meaning they have the money or can come up with the money, and authority meaning that they can make that decision, right? They're the decision maker, or they can get the authority. And the last one, yes, Kristen. Yes, I was thinking of you. The last one is they have the urgency. Okay, because people might have the money and they might be able to spend that money whenever they want, or get the authority and get the funds, but they also have to have the urgency, meaning like, yeah, I want to lose some weight. Of course, I've got the money, or I could come up with the money, but like maybe I'll start after the holidays, or maybe I'll, 3 months from now, right? They also have to have the urgency. They also have to have the urgency. So going a little deeper into that, hopefully the dogs will stop here in a second, is now let's dive deeper. That's a qualified lead. Now this is what I like to think of like the qualified lead. They have to have certain beliefs that align before they're going to buy, before they are going to pull out their credit cards. So this tie into what we just talked about, right? So number one is they have to believe in the return on investment of the result. So if you're trying to sell weight loss and someone doesn't really want to lose weight, or they just, they'd rather not right now, or they want to still, maybe they haven't suffered, quote unquote, suffered long enough to see the value. Maybe they haven't gained it, whatever it is, right? They have to see the value of the results of losing the 20 pounds or getting their first 10K month or whatever. So they have to see the value in the result. Then they have to number two is believe in your process for getting them the result. So there's a lot of different ways to lose weight. And if you teach, we have one of our amazing clients who's like killing it right now, who teaches intermittent fasting, right? So someone could see the value in losing 20, 50 pounds, but they also have to believe that your process of intermittent fasting is the right way. So they have to believe in your process. The third one, and this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because it starts to move internally, is that they have to believe that it will work for them. So maybe they believe in it, intermittent fasting works. Yeah, I could see how that would work. But will it work for me? Will I be able to stick with it? Will I be able to, won't I get hungry, right? I'm just coming up with an example, but apply it to yours. So they have to believe the process will work for them. Maybe they've tried diets before and whatever, right? So they have to believe it will work for them. And then the final one is they have to believe it will work for them right now. So meaning that, have you guys ever had the objection, oh, this sounds amazing, it's just not the right time? Yeah, I see Natalie nodding her head. Yes. So they have to believe it will work for them right now. Well, I've got a vacation coming up. So yeah, I do believe, I see the value in losing 50 pounds. I do believe in intermittent fasting will work. I do believe I could do it, but not right now. I got a big vacations coming up, right? So they have to believe it will work for them right now. Let me show you how this all comes together. Yvonne says all the time, Lori says, yes. So what is really happening? So at the top of the funnel, your first, when you put something out top of funnel, and so just use like, it'll say you see an ad, right? You see an ad. And the first thing that you think is this relevant for me? If the answer is no, you keep on scrolling. If the answer is yes, the next question is what they're saying really possible? Really? The next now is, okay, I do believe it's really possible, but is it possible for me? And if the answer is yes, it is possible for me, is it possible for me right now? So this is how like, and this is where all the objections come up, right? And so this is moving, and you can see how it's external, believe in you, believe in myself, believe in that this is the right time to change. Okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna get through all of this. This is the stuff that's gonna make everything better for you. So if these are all the people, right? So we can help loads of people. So let's just continue with the weight loss example, because it's like the easiest one that I can come up with on the spot. So let's say all of these people have the problem that you can solve, help them, like they need to lose weight. So I want you to think about, as far as qualifications of leads and how we defined it, right? That they have the problem, they see the value, and they're ready to change, and they have the urgency and the funds, right? So if all of these people have the problem, the value in each of their minds of what you do is different. So this person in the pink, they have the problem, but they're not really ready to change. They're not ready to do something about it. They might want to lose the weight, but they're not really ready to do something about it. Like, right? They might want to start the business, but they're just still in that place of like Googling and watching YouTube videos. Then the next person in red has the problem, and now they're like, they had the epiphany. So this was me probably standing in that ClickFunnels room, right? I was like, this is it. But I still had no idea like what to do or how to do it. But I was like ready, right? And then the person here in the blue now sees the value in a particular solution. So now I'm like, yes, I've got the funnel that's going to take me to the 2 Comma Club award. I see the value in it. I'm going all in. And this person in the purple has the problem, is ready to change, sees the value, and has the urgency and ability to buy from you. So if you think about this lead qualification spectrum, the people towards the right are going to value what you do and be ready closer to the sale. So I'm going to use that language several times today, closer to the sale. And every time I say it, just remember this, right? Because we want to attract more of the blue and purple, you know, sometimes even the red, blue, and purple. And really we can attract all of these people, but we want to identify who is closest to the sale. And it's kind of like through this filter, because the purple is going to value what you do the most. They're shopping, right? If you think about it, an airplane, like vacation, and you're shopping for an airplane ticket, like they're at the counter, right? They're at the counter. Yeah, I just made these colors up. Don't worry. Yes, you're manifesting success. I like blue and purple as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. So what messaging is part of this equation? So if we want to attract in more of the purple and blue people and less of the people who aren't really like ready to change yet, messaging is part of that equation. And you can imagine that these people would respond to different messaging, because one is a lot more serious and closer to the sale than the other. So when messaging is part of the equation, because the more that we talked only to those who are fully qualified, the more we're going to attract more of those people, just because, right? If you talk to this person in the purple, it's going to be not even relevant to the person in the pink. Now, a lot of people have to struggle with this, right? Because we don't want to exclude anybody, right? We don't lose any sales, but the more you talk to the right person, the more of that person you're going to attract. And when you hold the bar high and you always talk to the purple person, these people in the blue and the red, you're going to start to inspire them to move quicker up the spectrum, okay, and become purple. Because the more that you talk to who they ultimately, everybody wants to be purple, right? At least the red and the blue, they want to be purple, but they might not be there yet. But the more you talk to them like they are, the more that they're going to start to identify with that person, right? And you're going to repel those who are never going to qualify, right? Because like that's not just that's not what they want to hear. Okay, so messaging is part of the equation. I talk about that one a lot, but the other piece is automating this and actually building systems that cater to the qualified leads. Okay, and that's what we're going to kind of dive into. So what could that look like? Number one is, imagine if we had all these people coming in top of funnel. Every time I say top of funnel, I do this with my hands. I can't help it. If you had all these people coming in top of funnel, and you could segment them and filter out the ones who were actually qualified. Well, sometimes what that can look like is asking the right questions as people are coming into your world. So identifying what kind of questions could we ask that would allow us to determine, is this person a purple? Because we need to talk to them right away, right? Because if they're trying to buy an airplane ticket and United won't sell them one, they're going to go to Southwest, right? Because they have urgency. So identifying, is this a purple? Is this a blue? Is this a red? Or is this someone that I don't even need to think about right now? Okay, so we can automate a lot of that if we know what to look for. We know what the purple people do. So the purple people do. We know what the purple people do. And I'll talk about that more. Number two is understanding where the qualified leads and buyers are coming from. So if we can go back, and I'm going to keep the purple people. I'm glad you guys are laughing with me. I told you we like to have fun too. So if we knew that a particular lead source was producing more purple and blue people, that would be good information to know. because then we could take away some of the lead sources that are not producing the purple and blue people, and double down on the sources that are. So we can through automation and through qualification, we can understand where those qualified leads and buyers are coming from if we collect the right data and we use it properly. Now, engaging with leads at the right time is also something that can be automated based on how we're qualifying and segmenting them. Because going back, we got to talk to purple right away. We cannot let purple sit in our world and just nurture them because they're ready to buy. We need to stay close to the blue people. We need to stay close. And we need to follow up and keep the red people on our radar. And the pink people, they can still be in our world and consume our content, but we only have so many hours in the day, right? And this is one of the big things that we see a lot of people struggle with is like, yeah, I know I need to be following up on my leads, but there's so many of them. Who do I spend my time with, right? Okay, so engaging with leads at the right time and having nurture systems in place for everybody who isn't ready to be followed up with or who isn't ready for that contact point. Okay, so we can automate all of this stuff. Let me know in the chat which one of these you feel like you've dropped the ball on or that would be a game changer for you. Because the truth is, most coaches, and I say coaches because that's who we mostly work with, but it's really all business owners. Most coaches don't have a lead problem, even though that is what we hear all of the time. I need more leads. I need more leads. I need more leads. It's not really a lead problem. They either have a lead quality problem, a follow-up problem, and or a conversion problem. So identifying where on the conveyor belt your bottleneck is will help you determine where to go and spend your effort. But I say 99% of us don't really have a lead problem. We have a lead quality, a follow-up problem, and or a conversion problem. Because it doesn't matter. Like we could attract thousands of leads, but if we're not following up right away with the purple people, lose them, right? And if we're attracting a bunch of the red people, it doesn't matter how much we contact them or follow up with them, they're not ready to buy. They might not ever be ready to buy, right? So that's the piece that I wanted to get into. That's the marketing piece, right? So the next piece, I'm going quick, guys. Rhoda says I have all the problems. Yeah, and freebie seekers, right? Freebie seekers are probably like the red and what was the second color? The pink and red. Pink and red are probably the freebie seekers because they're not far enough along the lead quality spectrum. So don't think that you have to put out just a bunch of free stuff because you'll lose your purples. Right? Purples they don't want free stuff. They're ready to go. So let's get into the next piece, which is, again, we're talking about the conveyor belt. So now the first piece is bringing in qualified leads. Now we've got to do something to turn those qualified leads into clients. Okay. So I'll ask a question here while I grab a drink of water. Do you know, so if you could look at your list, wherever you have your list or your CRM or your Facebook group and just look at all of the people there, do you know who's closest to the sale? And this is something that we talk about, with our sales team. It's like, who's the closest to the sale, right? We're always asking that question. Who's the closest to the sale? And if you don't know that, then there's room for improvement to streamline your sales process. Yvonne says no. So you don't know who your purple people are. So when you're thinking about like, if you have 2 hours a day to spend on your business, one of the highest return on investment of your time is going to be talking to the people who are closest to the sale. Now, if you don't know, and you're like, how would I even know? Like over time, you can start to identify based on behavior, who's closest to the sale. And then you can automate a lot of the sales process. So if you think about our spectrum of people, right? You've got your person in the pinks, they're probably going to sit in your audience forever and never buy for a long time, right? The person in the red might be ready in 6 months. The person in the blue might be ready in 3 months. Purple is ready now. Okay. So if you understand when they're ready to buy and what they start to do as they go from red to purple, you can start to tag them. You can start to automate moving them, creating tasks for you to follow up with them. You can start to follow up with them more often. You can start to say, oh my goodness, this person is clicking certain links. Maybe they haven't pulled the trigger yet, but they have a certain behavior. And the more that we can understand the behavior of someone as they get more qualified, the more that we can capture that sale before, our purple person goes and buys from somebody else, or, like leaves our world because we weren't there, right? So we want to actually build our sales process to cater to this spectrum, okay? And a lot of this you can automate, right? So if you think about a sales process that caters to the buyers, number one, we have our conversion events, because our conversion events, so let's say we attract in all 4 of these people into our conversion events. Conversion events are great because they give people exactly what they need to know and then make them an offer, catering to your purples, right? You're not dragging this process out, you're catering to your purples, and your blues are like, this was really good. I'm going to process it for a little bit, but I remember, right? Red is like, I'll file this away for later. Pink's like, yeah, not for me, right? So we've got our conversion events. Now, outside of our conversion events, we have evergreen opportunities, right? Because let's say person in blue, not ready today, but they become ready next week, next month, right? We always want to have an opportunity for them to come and buy as soon as they go from from blue to purple, okay? And we need a CRM to organize and automate based on this spectrum, okay? And then we drop in number 4, which is as soon as people become close to a sale, we've got that human connection at the right time for the right person. And this is how you manage your leads. This is how you know who to follow up with. And you follow up in this order, right? You should always be following up with your purple people first, then you move on to your blue people, then your red. And if you've got extra time, you can nurture a little bit the pink people, right? But we want to go in that order. Okay. Make sense? And purple people eater. I almost said that, Cindy. But we don't want to eat our purple people, but we do want to sell to our purple people. I didn't think that one through. I didn't think through saying purple people. Okay, let's get on to the third part, which is now how do we get this conveyor belt to run without us having to crank it, right? Because we could organize our leads with sticky notes, right? And we could, maybe we could even color code them and have purple sticky notes and blue sticky notes. Right, we could do that, but that's not a conveyor belt. That's right? It's got some glitches. So we want to actually make this run like a conveyor belt. And ultimately, we want to automate 70% of our business. Now, I've been obsessed with this the past several months. How can we automate and how much can we automate inside of our business? Now, does this all happen overnight? No, because we have to identify who our qualified leads are, build the business around them, track the data, understand it. But in the next, 6 months, can you automate 70% of your business? Yes, you can. And you can even teach your automation to make decisions based on the criteria that you set, right? So you can teach, let me go back, find my slide here. You can teach your automations to make decisions based on the purple people's behavior that moves them and offers them a sales conversation or gives them a certain resource. You can tag certain people and move them into, give them a text. There's so much, right? You can absolutely teach your CRM that when these 4 people come in, based on their behavior, to do different things with them. As you're building your sales team, even more important, right? Because now your sales team knows who to follow up with. Same with your clients, right? Based on certain client behavior or client progress or client tracking, you can automate decision-making. Oh, I'm going to give this person an extra time on my calendar, or I'm going to give this person an extra resource or whatever, right? So automation examples, of course, we already kind of covered lead qualification, segmentation, the nurture and follow-up sequence based on behavior, right? So if we get all these 4 people in, what I mean by that, if we get all 4 of these people in through the top of a funnel, and they're, we've got blue people are opening emails and purple people are clicking links, guess what? We can put them into automations based on what they're doing. Okay. So that's what I mean by that. Pre-sales warm up. So we could take someone that maybe was a blue and get them into purple from the time they book a call till before the call, by what happens between when they book a call and when they get on the call. We can warm them up with a pre-sales, like a warm up, and we can automate that. That's what we do for ours. Like people, when they book a call, depending where they came from, before they actually have the call, they need to watch three short videos. Okay. And we can automate, we can see who's clicking and watching those videos. And then we know going into the call, how warm they are. Okay. Sales and onboarding. If you are still manually sending out links, if you don't have your onboarding process streamlined, automate that, right? Automate that. Now, coming back to the conveyor belt, we talked a lot about sales and marketing, and I just want to touch on the delivery side as well, because your conveyor belt is not complete until you have all 3 of these coming together. So when you think about what happens, a lot of us focus on the front half of our business, attracting the leads, closing the leads. Well, we need to also focus on what happens behind the paid wall, which is, how your clients get results. Now, what ends up happening, and let me know in the chat if you've ever experienced this, is like we go get clients and then we have to stop everything and go deliver to the clients. Yeah, Rhoda, I'm going to tell a little bit about my story of why I left ClickFunnels, right? I'm going to talk about that. Because we need the tools that back up the strategy and getting our conveyor belt going. So now I lost my train of thought. We need to focus on what happens behind the scenes. Oh, I know what I was saying. Let me know if you've ever you had to stop selling and marketing because now you've got clients and you need to go spend all your time in fulfillment. And then your conveyor belt stops and it's hard to get it going again. So we need to back, Rhoda says, yes, happens a lot, right? And then it becomes that's when sales aren't consistent and it's like this up and down. And then it's after a while, then you're oh crap, I got to go get some more clients. And then you go and you flip. So we want to actually automate 70% of delivery as well. But we want to get our clients, amazing results, and we want to deliver consistently to our clients. So what we do is we look at our entire client journey. Okay. I have loads of trainings on this as well. So I'm just going to blaze over it, but we want to look at from the time someone comes and joins all the way until they get the results, what is repeatable. So of course, the sales, as soon as someone buys, automating the sale, automating things like the contract, automating giving them access to the materials that they need, automating giving them access to your calendar if you do that, or whatever, right? Anything that is repeatable, we want to automate it. Once they get inside and they actually start working, what is as they go through your framework, what is the repeatable aspects? Because we can automate all of that. Then we come back through and we humanize what's important. So there are parts of our fulfillment inside our signature program is Engineered to Scale. There's parts that happen without humans. They just happen. And then there's parts that we come in and we have that direct contact with our clients, that direct support that they need to go do the things, right? So we want to automate what's repeatable, humanize what's important. If you're humanizing more than 30%, then you've got opportunity. Okay, so let me give you some examples of fulfillment. So again, automatic payments, contracts, onboarding, membership access, personalized welcomes. I talk about this a lot. You want your new clients to feel as good as they did in the sales process. Sometimes, you probably felt this before. The salesperson made you feel really good, and then as soon as you paid them, it was whiplash. So we want to make sure we can personalize welcome emails, welcome text messages, deliveries of little cool things. We can personalize it, but it's all automated, right? Calendar and appointments. If you're having to send out links, that can be automated, right? Save you time. Client milestone activities. So what I mean is when clients hit certain milestones, you can automate what needs to happen. Maybe they hit a big milestone of let's say for us, would be their first 5-figure launch. we could, based on that milestone and tracking of our clients, we could automate, you know, like a congratulations, you know, so a personalized message, or we could say, okay, now you're ready for an evergreen funnel. And we could automate giving them access to the next piece of our membership site, for example, right? And that's all that can happen without you even being around. Internal notifications and actions. So let's say a client does a certain behavior and you want to be notified of it. So you can have internal notifications, actions created based on your client behavior, also your lead behavior. Feedback. So if you're not asking your clients for feedback, you can automate that, right? We send out client surveys every 90 days. And based on what they say in that survey, we can automate certain responses, you know, whatever we need to. You can also automate asking clients for testimonials based on their behavior and how much results that they're getting, client tracking, notifications, and client retention, right? You can automate when someone gets a certain place in your program or hits a certain milestone that you're making them a new offer, or you're making them a retention offer or an ascension offer. Make sense? You guys are being quiet. Okay, so far we've covered how to get more quality leads, how to streamline your sales process, and how to run your business easier, which is automate 70% of it. And now I want to cover how to do with less out of your pocket, because this one is important too, because you can make all of this happen and spend a lot of money, and then your profitability tanks. So reminder, we're going to share a secret link. I'm going to give you that workflow. I'm also going to give you the slides, and I'm also going to give you the cheat sheet. I forgot to ask at the very beginning if everybody has their worksheet, but you guys that are live with me don't need it, because we're going to give you the cheat sheet that's already filled out. Okay. So how we've covered how to automate and make your business run smoother. Now I want to cover how to do it with less out of your pocket. And this ties right into my story that I'm going to tell just very briefly on why I left ClickFunnels. You guys, I was a ClickFunnels junkie. I've got the 2 Comma Club award. You can probably see it in the background here. Russell Brunson is a big part of my story. And that's never going to change. I still love them. In fact, like I still have my ClickFunnels account. but we have built an entire automation suite, and we're making it available for the first time to everybody. We have been offering, this has been a part of our client delivery for a year now. And up until now, the only way to get it was to work with us in a high retainer coaching program. And this is the first time it's going to be available for everyone. And it is preloaded with the high ticket coaching business model that we teach, right? So this is the less out of your pocket and less out of your calendar time. Yeah, there's the worksheet. Thank you, Rita. I get too excited about this. So I want to welcome everyone to the Champagne Room, right? This is our entire automation suite powered on that advanced automation, and it's engineered to scale your high ticket coaching business. So this has been designed for the coaches, the consultants, the service providers across the board. And it's everything you need in one place to, number one, get more of those qualified leads. Understand who the qualified leads are, where they're coming from. Number 2, close more of those high ticket sales. Number 3, deliver more to your clients. And number 4, automate 70% of your business, right? So qualified leads, that's automating the lead generation, the qualification, and the nurture sequences, right? As well as the sales process, right? Which is the understanding who's closest to the sale. Automate your sales process so you can, as soon as someone turns purple, you've got them on your radar and you can make the sale. Deliver more to your clients. So this is managing your clients, tracking their progress, capturing their wins, automating the testimonial collection, hosting your program content, your memberships, getting referrals and setting up an affiliate program, and essentially running your fulfillment smoother with less time from you, right? And all of this under one roof. So let me talk about the strategy for just a second. So we work with mostly high ticket coaches, service providers, agencies. And here's what we've identified. And this, again, hundreds of clients that we have worked with, what they need to scale, right? So we need a place for the lead to be generated, top of funnel, right? A place for all those leads coming in. See, every time I do top of funnel, I do this. I don't know. I don't know why. A place for those leads to be segmented, qualified, nurtured, tracked until they turn purple. A place for the sale to happen, and then a place to manage your clients. You need all this, like, I mean, you just do. Unless you're going to work with just a small, tiny handful of high ticket retainer clients, then you're going to need systems for this, for your conveyor belt, right? This is your conveyor belt. And if you don't have one of them, or if one of them is like a leaky bucket, then, you know, your business isn't going to run like that. So you can make that, right? So it ends up looking like this. Bunch of things connected all over the place, right? This was me. I actually scaled my business using this, right? But it certainly wasn't the easiest way, right? And you shouldn't have to, you know, piece together a tech stack and duct tape it together and connect with all these different things, right? You deserve a place that you can do it all, like all in one tech and automation solution of your dreams. And we even made it pretty. We even made it pretty and it's preloaded with the strategy that we teach, because, right, you can go and get, you can get the tech, whether you piece it together or you buy an all-in-one solution, you can get the tech, but the tech doesn't work by itself. The tech alone doesn't know who your purple people are. Your tech alone doesn't know how to get people top of funnel, move them, qualify them, right? You need the strategy and the tech. And this is why we have been working with our clients only, because we don't want to just give someone a tech piece and then they don't know how to use it. They're not going to stick, right? And so tech meeting strategy is where it comes together. And that's why the Champagne Room, your Champagne Room, is a place that has been engineered specifically for high ticket coaches by high ticket coaches. And so yes, but we also know how to have fun. So the Champagne Room, and the whole reason that we call it the Champagne Room, is because tech shouldn't be frustrating. Tech shouldn't be overwhelming. It should be a place where we come to celebrate. Let me know if you guys like champagne. I like champagne, but it's a place where you can celebrate your biggest revenue months, because your funnels are converting, your automations are firing, your leads are being nurtured, sales are happening, right? And you can celebrate those big client wins because your fulfillment is happening, right? Your clients are getting what they need when they need it. And then you finally have time that you can actually celebrate with your friends and family. Now, when my entire business broke, no time, right? All my time was duct taping. All my time was firefighting. And that's not why I left my job, right? I could have kept my job and done that and still got my paycheck. You know, so like that's the key, is that when you set this up correctly and you use it correctly, then you can actually have more time on your calendar, right? You can get, when your business is running easier, when less is out of your pocket, you can even afford the more expensive champagne, right? And so I found myself in a spot where, yeah, I was making the business was bringing in 7 figures, but my profitability wasn't great. And all I did was work. And that's where we had to rebuild. And when I rebuilt with so much more intention. And then I decided, well, this is what I want to share with all my clients. And so at that point, all of our clients from that point on got the software as part of our coaching programs. And now we're offering it as a standalone, still with the strategy, still with the support, which I'll cover here in just a minute. So what is this? What is the Champagne Room, right? It's the custom dashboard. I'm going to play a demo for you guys here as well. If you have the time to stay on and watch that, I'm going to go with a full demo here. But it's the custom dashboard that's so pretty. It's unlimited funnels, unlimited domains, automations, unlimited calendars, messaging capabilities, unlimited products, courses, membership portals, full CRM. So you can actually, and you can even label your CRM, blue people, pink people. I'm just kidding, but you could if you wanted to. A full CRM for you and or your sales team. All of those automations pre-built, right? The high ticket funnel templates, all the sales pipelines, the lead pipelines, unlimited team members can join, social media scheduler, automated onboarding, on and affiliate ability too. Yes, Rhoda. Absolutely. But like I said, tech alone is nothing, right? Because you still have to go figure it out. And yes, you could. I mean, you guys are all amazing, brilliant people. And yes, Allie, I'm going to talk about that in just a second. So live support. So we know that to bring together all of this, we also need to support you. So how we're going to do that, we like to do a lot of the heavy lifting for our clients, right? So those of you who are in ETS or in Engineered to Scale, which is ETS, or Engineered to Lead, which is my mastermind, or Engineered to Launch, you know, we get inside, right? And we do the things with you. But we want to bring some of that into this as well. So we're going to, one of the biggest objections, of course, we always get is, oh my gosh, right? I don't even know how to get, like, how would I set it up? That seems like a lot. So we're going to do that for you. Done for you setup on one-on-one onboarding. We're going to make sure that you know how to use the tech, right? And the pieces. And to support you in that, we have live chat and Zoom support, right? Monday through Friday. We have a weekly call with our tech experts on my team, Engineered to Scale. We have our growing tech and strategy library, and we're always adding and testing. One of my big core values is that I'm going to test things and put my money behind it before we give it to our clients and customers. So as we do that, we're adding new designs, new automations, new funnels, and training added in real time. But yes, there is a membership portal as well. Absolutely. Let's see, that was Lori asking that. But we're also going to offer, you're going to be able to get on a group strategy call with me. So every month we're going to do this. And this is so, like, yeah, we always apply it to how we execute. But if you're like, I don't even know how to, like, if I can get someone on the phone, like your software and your tech can help people get on a sales conversation, but like, how do I handle this objection? Or how do I run this? Like, that's where we can talk about the strategy, or like, what does a good offer look like? How can I make the positioning of my offer better? All of those, like all that high level strategy stuff, we can talk about and go in detail with my calls every month. And then we'll show you how to execute on it with the weekly tech calls. And if there's something you guys want to see, this is where we can call and, oh, Sandra, thank you. So then the next piece is that the high ticket. So again, I said this was engineered to cater to cater to our buyers, which are the high ticket coaches, service providers. So everything that I talked about that high ticket coaches need is already built for you and included. So your live conversion events, which are things like live challenge, live masterclass, already built for you. Evergreen, already built for you. Lead magnet, VSL, evergreen masterclasses. So we can capture our, as soon as a blue person turns purple, we've got something running so that they're always exposed to an offer. The entire sales process. So booking a call, your calendars, you know, goodbye, Calendly, Acuity, whatever, right? Your sales, your lead management, even your, if you have, for those of you who have sales teams, you can manage your entire sales team in here. A full CRM, right? No more sticky notes. Your sales funnels, automatic payments, invoicing, all of that, and a place to take care of your clients as well. So you can manage your clients right within your Champagne room, from onboarding to the membership portals to client pipelines, automations, your calendars for your clients, all of those things, right? Now, let's go through, these are the questions I get. So yes, it can replace your website. Yes, it can replace ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, MailChimp. I was like, what's the monkey one? MailChimp, Infusionsoft, all of that. Yes, it can replace Acuity, Calendly, Schedule Once. Yes, it is built on High Level, which is one of the most powerful bases out there that has been tested by 10,000 users. And it has been engineered and customized to the high ticket coaching business model. And it's made pretty. And this is something that I didn't do right away, but as I was building back my business, and I built it back with so much intention, there was a time that I was like, I want to own the thing that is running my business. And that is when like I want to own that piece of the platform. So that's to answer your question. So Sally, that was your question. Yes, it is fully loaded with the ETS business model. And if you watch the demo that I'll play here in just a minute, you'll see that. right? And there's also a demo on the sales page as well. Yes, it really is unlimited growth with no more out of your pocket. So I loved me some ActiveCampaign and I loved me some ClickFunnels, right? But you know how much I was paying in ActiveCampaign by the time I left? A lot of money. It was like $350, $370. I had to upgrade my ClickFunnels account because as I was growing, I needed more capability. And so a lot of platforms charge you as your business grows and your business scales, and you get more and more. So your kind of tech cost scales with your business, not here, right? Because you're going to have unlimited growth. Without more out of your pocket. So you can have unlimited funnels, unlimited contacts, unlimited domains, unlimited what else? Products, right, in your membership portal. Okay, so that's a question I get a lot. Yes, our stuff is pretty, but also yes, men use it too. Julie says I was at $430 a month for ActiveCampaign. Crazy. That's crazy. So, and that's just for ActiveCampaign. So Sydney, to answer your question, we pay for, I think I have the exact numbers somewhere. It's like we pay for up to, don't quote me on this, it's like 9,000 emails, or you can mix match. We give you credit, right? But if you're, you'll pay like a tiny cost if you go above and beyond that. We can get you more detail on that as well. Julie says it was insane. And $297 for ClickFunnels. So my tech stack went from thousands of dollars a month way down. And that's when I was like, this has to get out there, right? Now I'm going to address the elephant in the room. As everybody starts crying and being like, I know, but this sounds amazing, but I have my funnels are in ClickFunnels and I know how to use ActiveCampaign. I get it. So you can just imagine me reaching through the camera and like I get it, because this was my big objection too. I had hundreds of funnels in ClickFunnels. I knew how to use ActiveCampaign. I was very comfortable in it. It was a mess, but it was my mess. It was my mess, and I was comfortable there. So I get it, right? And I have a big backstory with ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson said some things to me in person, one-on-one, that changed my life. I was a funnel hacker. I still have the t-shirts, right? I love ClickFunnels. And people ask me this, they're like, but I see your 2 Comma Club award and I can't believe, and I'm like, yes, it was very painful for me. And like I said, I kept my ClickFunnels account. I still have it. I downgraded. I don't use it, but I feel the emotional connection. And it was really hard for me to move, but my business broke, guys, and it was painful. And I didn't have the right tools to scale my business. And the thought of getting more clients was like, no, like give me my corporate job back, right? And I realized I was leaving money on the table. Every ad that was running, bringing leads in that nothing was happening with. At some point, like I couldn't argue with the data anymore, right? And I moved slowly. So I still kept, first I moved, just use the sales tools, right? And then eventually I started using the funnels, and then I did the email, and I'm like, but it became very, hard to argue that this was a superior product for what I wanted to use it, okay, for. And still love Russell Brunson, right? And it is like, I think I talk so fast because of Russell Brunson. But now I've got everything. So I got, I downgraded my ClickFunnels account. I hadn't used it in 2 years, but I kept it. I got everything out of ActiveCampaign, canceled my calendar, all the things. And I wanted to make this easier for my clients as well. So I get it. I feel it, right? But we are pros at what we do. Inside Engineered to Scale, we teach the business model that has allowed me to scale, allowed our clients to scale. We know what we're doing through strategy and now the right tools, right? Because strategy alone doesn't do you anything either. You need the tools to execute on the strategy. So if you're just getting started out, like do it the right way from the beginning. If you're already got your stuff running in different techie stuff, if you've already got stuff running, like, and you're like, but I want to scale and I realize that this is holding me back. I realize I don't have a CRM, so my purple people are falling through the cracks, right? I know I'm losing sales every day. If you're saying that, at some point, it's the data becomes too hard to argue with, right? Now you can start to get the right tools in place that can actually scale your business and have those automations behind you so you can do it easier, all under one roof. All under one roof, right? And you can easily save, just like Julie, right? Save hundreds or even thousands of dollars a month. I saved thousands because I was piecemealing everything together, and that's how I scaled my business. Like, what good is it if I'm making, if we're making 10K a month, but we are spending 3, 4, 5K a month to do it, right? And that's not even including the ad spend, right? So you can easily save it hundreds or thousands per month, and that bill stays the same. Okay, that bill stays the same. So this is the first time that we've offered it in this container. Because before, the only people that were able to get the champagne room was our engineered to scale clients, our engineered to lead clients, and our engineered to launch clients. And now we're offering it in this container, still with support, right? Still with support, but now we want to make it accessible to everyone. And it's everything. So if you think about your funnel, right? As those people are coming in top of funnel, everything for the place for your lead to be generated, everything that you need for the lead to be qualified and nurtured, everything for the actual sale to happen, right? So the purple people are coming out bottom of funnel. And then as the purple people go from prospect into client, now you have a place to manage them as well, right? So I won't spend time going through this. It's on the sales page. But you can go through and just look at all the tech that can go away and how that could easily add up to thousands of dollars a month. Depending, if you got a big list, you're going to save a lot of money quick. Like I said, my list, I think I want to say it was around 20,000 in active campaign, and I was spending $300-400 a month just for the email. Crazy town. And you're getting into coaching, and between the weekly calls and the monthly calls with me, that's game changer, because now you have strategy and someone to support you with, okay, here's the tech piece, but like can you look at my messaging, or can we talk about this piece, or can we talk about how do we design a conversion event, or whatever we need to talk about. We can combine the strategy with your tech, right? Which is what you're using to execute. If you've got VAs who are building your funnels, right, that goes away because we've already got the funnels built for you. It's literally as easy as changing the colors. The emails are already there. All of it, we've already designed all of it for you. The emails are already written, highlighted where you need to change them. The automations are triggering. You can add in extras like, I want to send a text message, but you can do it because it's so simple. It's already built, right? So let's get into the investment. So our champagne room is just $347 a month for everything that you need to run your business. I was paying thousands. Not including I had to have a VA to build stuff inside of ClickFunnels or inside of other stuff. I did spend a lot of money to have the templates designed. So I spent the money so you don't have to spend the money, right? And you can easily waste thousands of dollars a month if your ads aren't working because, maybe your design is off, or maybe you don't have the right automations in place, or your purple people are not getting qualified, right? And so you could easily lose a lot of money just in the lead gen. Okay, so if you want to, we have the monthly payment, we have the annual payment. The annual payment saves you $694, if I did my math correctly, a year. And we've got a bonus for you as well. So if you decide to join us and you take the annual payment option, you're going to get a ticket to our Engineer to Scale Live, which is our in-person event. It's happening actually next week in Florida. So you're going to have to tell us pretty quickly. You have to tell us pretty quickly if you want to take us up on that, because it's happening next week. But it's going to be so good. It's so good. And lots of champagne happening there. We're also going to give you our entire plug and play bot template. So you guys have probably experienced Melly a little bit. So you're going to get your own template if you join the annual plan. And for our first 15 who join us, this is a big deal for us. So we're going to be celebrating we're going to be popping the champagne for our first round of people that we are bringing into this container. So if you join us, and let's be real, some of you are probably I actually want to come into Engineer to Scale because those people get this included for no charge. But it doesn't matter. If you come in and work with us and you're one of the first 15 after right now, then we're going to be doing I'm going to run an intensive for you. So I want you to take everything that we talked about today and actually know how to execute on it. So we're going to be talking about messaging. How do you design your messaging to repel the red people? Was it red or pink? Pink people? I think it was pink. How to design your messaging to repel the pink people, because we want you putting good messaging into these beautiful funnels. Okay. If you take our beautiful funnels and you put ugly messaging in it, it will make me cry. So I'm going to show you how to create 7-figure messaging. And we're going to walk through the process of, well, how could I identify what those questions could be for my people? So I'm going to show you how to think through the qualification piece of it and implement that into your funnel. So we're going to have an intensive for the first 15, right? So if you're ready to pop some champagne, here's the link. You can go over there, grab it. We can't wait to celebrate with you. I'm going to show a demo in just a second, and we can go ahead and give the link, the team, if you want to give the link for the downloads for today. But if you're ready to pop some champagne and get your own champagne room, there's the link for you. We'll drop it here in the chat. If you're like, this sounds amazing, but I actually want to work with, I don't know, maybe can I talk about which offer? I mean, maybe I should be an Engineer to Scale. Maybe I should, I want to have a 7-figure business. Maybe I should be in Melissa's mastermind. If you want to just talk it through and be like, which offer makes the most sense for me, there's the link for you, and you can get on a call with Sydney and she'll walk you through. And we won't let you buy into an offer that we don't think we can help you with. So, and we will tell you which offer makes the most sense for you based on where you are in your business. Thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne's one of our Engineer to Scale legends, and our coaches are amazing. They really are. Okay. So I'm going to play a demo now. I think it's about a 20-minute demo, and it's going to go through and kind of show you behind the scenes of your champagne room. So I'm going to hit play. If you guys can't hear it, please let me know and I will fix on my end. I am so excited to take you behind the scenes of the champagne room, show you all of the amazingness that happens there, all of the features, and the entire business model that we have built out for high-ticket coaches in the online space. So welcome to the champagne room. This is a demo account that I'm showing you here. And this is the dashboard. And so when you log into your champagne room, you're going to be able to very quickly, at a glance, look and see how many opportunities, how many sales opportunities, how many leads have come into your world in particular timeframes or funnels. You're going to be able to see what the pipeline value is of those leads. And over time, you're going to build up and be able to know exactly what your conversion rates are, all from a glance. Now you can come down to this and you can actually change your pipelines and your funnels, and you can see by funnel where people are in the different stages, where people are getting stuck, what part of the funnel might need to be optimized, all from right here from your dashboard. You can also come down here and track tasks. So you can use your champagne room to create tasks for yourself in sales, in marketing, or in sales, and for your clients. You can also manage your entire sales team from here. So if this was my sales, these are just some tasks that I have created here as demos. You can see that we've got 2 tasks that my sales team, it's not my real sales team, but I can look and see how my sales team is performing, what tasks are in the pipeline, and we can make sure that leads are not falling through the cracks. So you can manage all of your team here, or you could select whose tasks you want to look like and sort by due dates, all of those things. You can also down here below see exactly where your leads are coming from and how those leads are converting. So if you're running multiple funnels, you can see if those leads are quality leads, if they are actually converting, and that way we know where to put our money, where to double down and where to pull our money back from. So it's really, really important to track where your buyers are coming from, not just your leads. So that's all just from the dashboard of your funnel. Now, if we go to our Launchpad, we're going to be able to see that we can set it up. We can download the mobile app, and so we can actually track our leads, talk to our leads, have conversations right from our phone. We can also connect everything from Google My Business to Facebook, to your Stripe account, to all of your social medias right here from your dashboard. So the next thing I want to show you is conversations. So this is, again, a demo account, but I'm going to just show you here. You can actually sort by messages that are unread. You can star important messages that you want to come back to, right? And so this is just to show you what this would look like, right? So if this was the contact, you can see your entire message history. You can see what emails they've opened, what links they have clicked. You can see the conversations that have been happening by text, email, phone, right? You can create, I'll show you that here in just a second. When we go to that actual contact. So you can also set up all of your calendars. There is no calendar on this account, but you can manage your entire team's calendar. You can look at different calendars. So if you have certain calls for certain appointments for sales, certain appointments for your clients, certain appointments for your team. You can set up all those different calendars. You can sort by users. You can see your entire team's calendar here because we have unlimited users here. And I'll show you an example of what that looks like. And this is what it would look like when this is an example of a calendar when you've actually got stuff in there. So I can look at my calendar, I can look at my entire team's calendar, I can look at different types of bookings and manage it all, from here. I can look at block slots, appointments. I can change this from weekly, daily, monthly, and just check out my calendar and my entire team's calendar. I can book an appointment straight from here. So if I want to book an appointment, I can find the contact that I want to book an appointment and book it straight from here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is going to be able to replace all of your Calendly, your Acuity, all of those things, and manage it right here. Now that's super important because the next thing I'm going to show you is your contacts. So if we come over here, back in the demo account, we go to our contacts. Now this is a demo list that we have uploaded here. So none of this is real. None of the names or email addresses are real here, except for I did put mine in here, so you can see what this might look like. So right, again, I open my contacts. Any of the contacts, you can see all of the history right here. You can see all of their activity. You can create tasks. So you see, I have tasks for the sales team to follow up in 2 weeks, to send a resource. You can create tasks right here for that contact, assign them to a person on your team or yourself, and set the due dates, put all your descriptions here. You can also keep notes. So this acts as a full CRM. So you're going to be able to create all of your notes here. Now I have added a certain I'll show you this in just a second. So this contact here, this test contact, has been uploaded into our client onboarding funnel. So that automatically creates certain notes inside the client card. So which program name they purchased, their start date, end date, what bonuses they qualified for, their intake form. So you can manage your clients in here as well. So if this is a client, then I would keep all of their notes right here inside their contact card. Every time I met with them, you can also schedule appointments. So if this Melissa is my client, I can create an appointment with her straight from here. You can also add tasks. So if you want to follow up with this client or see how they did in their big thing that they're going to do, you can create a task to follow up with them, make them feel so important that you remember that they have something. You can add tasks for birthdays, so many good things right here in the contact card. You can also have automations so that when this lead, if I was a lead, when this lead does certain things, certain automations kick off. If they're a client, when they do certain things, certain automations kick off. So it really acts as managing this client all the way from a brand new lead all the way to when they become a client, and then all the way until they have gotten the amazing results. So this is the contacts card. You can keep all, or the contact section. You can keep all of your contacts in here. You can manage them by tags. You can see, you can have the tags. You can have their activity. You can collect phone numbers and actually call straight from here, inbound, outbound phone system. So cool. The next thing I want to show you is the opportunities. Now, this is your sale. These are your pipelines, and you can have sales pipelines. You can have client pipelines, and again, you can manage all of them. So this is super cool because you can set up automations based on which stage of the pipeline they're in. So for this example, this is when a lead would come through. If they're interested, meaning certain behaviors of this lead, you could have them automatically move over into the interested column. Once they move into the interested column, you can see that they are assigning a value to this client based on our conversion rates. If they book an appointment, that value goes up, right? So you can really start to see how much money is actually available to you at any time. So if I'm looking at this and I say, oh, this is my sales team, and I say, oh, I've got 114 leads who have booked an appointment, that's value of $57,000 in this example of a $500 offer, right? And so you can see these tags are added as well, so that if I want to click on this client card, then I can see it again. So much right here inside the client card. I can see what stage they're in. I can see what pipelines they're in. I can see the status, right? So once they become a client, this would switch to 1. If they don't become a client, you can change this to lost. You can see which owner, so you can have this automated or do it manually. You can assign leads to different people on your team. So if they're on the lead side, the sales side, you would assign it to a salesperson or yourself. And then once they move over to delivery, you could assign it to a coach or somebody on your delivery team, or yourself as well. You will see all the tasks here, and then you will also see all of the notes here for this person. So this person is not a client yet, and so there is not those populated notes, which is really cool, and I'll show you how that works. Just a second. So this is the opportunities. You can actually automate this, or you can drag these cards to the different stages. Now you can have automations go off when they go in different stages, like tags change or emails go off, or you put them in different automations, but you can manually do this as well. So if I was a salesperson and I talked to Lyle, and then after the call, I could move them into either not interested or sold, right? And you can also search this by people who have won, which would be your clients who've sold. You can search by all. You can look at open, lost, and abandoned. And you can be able to pull reports from this as well to again see how your funnels are performing, see how your sales team is performing, see where those leads are coming from that actually turn into clients. You can also manage payments here. So again, you can integrate your Stripe account. You can send invoices straight from here. You can also start to receive. You can have payments that happen inside the funnels as well. So you can send. You can collect payments right from here. Now your marketing. This is a big one because you can actually manage your social media straight from this account. So you can connect your Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok here, and you can schedule posts straight from here. Now I will pause and show you a little what that looks like. Okay, so I'm back in my account socials. I can show you because the demo account wasn't connected to socials. So you see it's connected to 6 socials. You can see that I've got my Facebook groups. I've got my pages. I've got my personal profile, and you can actually create posts. I got a couple just demos right here for you, but it's so easy to actually create a post. So you can come new post, create new posts. You can also upload from a CSV, and they've got templates in here for you as well. So if you wanted to create a post, you would just as easy as, I'm going to select my test group here. I'm going to just test this out. You can add images, you can add videos. I'm just going to find something here to demo for you. So you can see this is the preview over here. Once you are ready, you can have emojis, again, videos, hashtags, tag people straight from here. You can also add follow-up comments, and then you can save for later. You can post, you can schedule the post, you can post it now, or you could send the post for approval if you had someone from your team that was creating these, and then you wanted to approve them before they actually get posted. So all of this you can do straight from here. You post this if you wanted to post it now. It's going to go on over to the group. Now, if you want to look at it, right? So you could come to scheduled posts, and I don't have any scheduled right now. But you could see, you would be able to see the entire calendar here of when everything was posted, what was left, what's scheduled still, what failed, what's draft, what's in approval. So you can track and manage your entire social media from here. Looking at the planner, the calendar view, you would be able to see have some tests, some posts that went out that I was testing here, and then this is the one that I just did. So as a demo, that's how easy it is. The next piece of your marketing tab is actually your emails. So inside of emails, you can send campaigns, you can schedule posts, you can send broadcasts, you can do full email automations here. And so you can see all the emails that are scheduled, all the emails that have been sent. You can go and look at your templates. We organize our templates by folder, so there's a lot in here because we do a lot of stuff, but you can create templates, and that way every time you write emails, they look the same. They have your footers and your logos and all of those things. This is where you can keep message templates as well. So as you are automating your reach out to your leads, right? You can actually create templates and have this be automated. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can read all these, but you can say have check-ins automated, text message automated, and they don't have to come from you every time because they can come from a template. So you can see here, this is a text that is automated, right? And so it is going to, you can send it from your bot, you can send it from text message, you can send it from email. But look, it says, I'm so-and-so from Team Engineer to Scale. This one was sent through the bot, and this happens automatically. So super, super cool. You can set up these templates and then never have, not have to write personal messages all the time. There's also trigger links and an entire affiliate manager. So if you want to set up affiliate for your funnels and for your people to be an affiliate for you, that's all right here for you as well. And the next piece is automations. So this is where the magic happens. I'm actually going to take you over to our snapshot at this time, so I can show you here in the automations tab. So you can see here that these automations are already set up for you inside of your account. So this is a book a call. So you can see automation, confirmed, reminders, appointment, status, appointment reschedule. These are all automations that are already built for you. They are going to, you can modify these, but you can see that when someone books a call, it's going to create the opportunity, meaning move them to a certain platform, assign to a user that's either yourself or your sales team, add the tags, send in emails, right? So you can come over here and customize these in a couple of minutes. It is going to send you internal notifications. It's going to send you reminders. You can send text messages here as well, which really helps you increase your show up rates. And you can have automations that advanced automations that really really do a lot of cool stuff for your conversion events, for your master classes, for your evergreen funnels, to really leverage this AI feature where you can actually teach your software how to make decisions based on the activity and behavior of your leads. Super cool. Automations are so powerful. and they're all already built out here for you for your different funnels. So this is the next thing that I want to show you inside. So when you purchase that, when you join and you pop the bubbly and have your own champagne room, there's going to be a lot in here that is preloaded for you. Right, preloaded for you, including all of the funnels, all the automations are already here, and you just have to customize them for you. So everything from even your unsubscribe funnels, your policies and terms and conditions, your live masterclass funnels, your evergreen masterclass funnels, your book a call funnels, your client onboarding funnels. So this is like when they become clients, lead magnet, launch funnels. And we add more to it all the time. And you can even see, like, so if I'm going to open up Evergreen Masterclass funnels, there are 3 different versions. So 3 different designs that you can choose from here for all of your funnels. So you get to kind of, in your course, you can customize it. So let me just open one for you. So this is an example of an Evergreen Masterclass design that is templated. You can update, change it, right? So if we just go into the edit, this is your drag and drop funnel builder. So you can create new funnels, or you can use the templates that we have with the automations that are set up, right? So this is, similar to a lot of the drag and drops out there that you have. So this is where you would edit, change your pictures, change your colors, go through and update this funnel to make it look however you want. And it's got all the pages here. You can add custom CSS and JavaScript, or you can leverage what we've already got here going for you. It's mobile ready. Everything has been done. These designs have been tested with my own money. And the cool thing is all the automations are already set up. So when someone opts in, they're going to be getting the confirmation. They're going to be getting you could do cool things like giving them a text message, assigning to someone on your team when they first register, sending all the reminders, sending replays, your sales sequence, moving automations when they do different things like click on sales pages or book calls. And all of this is built out for you, all of the different funnels that you might need as a high ticket coach. And we're always adding more cool things. You can also do reputation management straight from here as well. If you want to do that for your business, if you want to connect your Google My Business, you can have all your reporting. And we also have lots of support here for you. So in addition to the live support, we have a full calendar here. So, you can just search. And it's going to bring up all sorts of things that you can kind of look at. I did, let's see. So you can, that reminded me, you can have websites. So we have templates in here for you, for your website. You can have your website here, your blogs. So this is something that's fairly new. You can create blogs right here that are SEO optimized. You can host your WordPress membership here. You can create your different products, right? So we've got a design here that is here for you, so you can create your own thumbnails. I just want to show you what this looks like. So this is inside the membership site. So if you have high ticket one-on-one clients, you can actually create a portal for that client. So each of these could be for a high ticket client, where you could keep all of the recordings for your one-on-one calls, give them resources, give them a homework, give them assessments, or you could have, if you have a group program, you would have like your course elements if you have courses. So this is what it would look like. You customize all these thumbnails, and I want to show you. So this is Engineered to Scale. This is our flagship program, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you can see this is the inside, and this is our entire all of the course content in client resources for Engineered to Scale. So you can fully customize the look and feel of your courses and your membership portals for your clients. You can also automate giving people access to their courses or to their membership sites when they purchase your programs. So beautiful. And these are unlimited, and it includes video hosting, unlimited, resources that you can attach here for your clients, all here in one place where they can select the different things that you give them access to. You can also automate things that you give them access to based on client behavior. So if they pass assessments, you can give them access to something different. So customizable, and a lot of it can be done on autopilot. Back in the demo account here. So coming back down to sites, here's your funnels, of course, your websites, your memberships. You can look at analytics. You can create assessments for your clients. You can also do forms and surveys. So you can do both on the sales and marketing side and on the client side, send surveys, get feedback, automate testimonial collection. You also have your chat widget that you can install on any website, right? And so much more, so much more. This is just a taste test of the capabilities inside of your Champagne Room. So exciting to be able to log in and see something that is not only pretty, but it is giving us the numbers that we need to run our business smart. It's all under one roof, where we can, all the way from when a client comes in top of funnel, a brand new lead, all the way until they become a client, and all the way until they become a raving fan, all within your Champagne Room. Awesome. I made that was my demo that I made for you guys to kind of show you behind the scenes, and just touching the surface of the capability. And what's cool is, if you can think of it, I do this all the time. Like, I think of, like, wouldn't it be cool to automate this? And then we go and we execute and we figure out how to do it within this one platform. So super cool. Again, yes. You're welcome, Rhoda. We're so excited. So this is the big deal. We're so excited about it. If you have questions, please reach out to us. Let us know. We'll get those questions answered. This demo, again, is on the sales page all the way at the bottom if you want to rewatch it. And we've got more information there for you as well, as far as like all the ins and outs. It's hard for me to like talk about it in a quick way, but I wanted to thank everyone who's here live with us for being here live. Make sure you get your links. It's hosting it's really the full package, right? It really is the full package. Deborah, like, it really takes it does the heavy lifting for you. Okay. Oh, you got a Yorkie? I got a Chihuahua, is my little one. But yes, like, seriously, this is the automation suite of your dreams. It has been a game changer in my business. It has been a game changer in our clients' businesses. And yes, thank you, Sydney, for that. You can rewatch that demo. We'll get this entire replay out as well, the entire masterclass. And, whether you have your CRM, like whether you use our Champagne Room or you're still duct taping pieces together and you're in that place, that's totally fine. But think through the strategy of qualifying your leads, of streamlining your sales process, and making your business run easier, and keeping an eye on that profitability piece as well. And that's what I really wanted to get to come through today, is the strategy behind how to make these tech stacks work for you. Okay. And that is what held me back for so long. And then it is what contributed to the breaking of my business, okay, and how I've rebuilt with such intentionality. So thank you guys so much. This replay will be coming out. All the information there is on the page. If you've got questions, book a call with Sydney. She'll walk you through it. Any questions that she doesn't know about the techie side, we'll get you answers to those things. But as far as like, does this make sense for me? Is this an investment that my business needs right now? Should I actually come and work with you, Inside Engineer to Scale, and get the Champagne Room and the entire coaching program? She'll walk you through all of that. So book your call. Again, the first 15 people who join us, you're going to get to come to an intensive with me where we really walk through the strategy of the qualification piece. So we want your top of funnel working, because if your top of funnel isn't working, I mean, of course, the rest of your sales process and your client fulfillment doesn't really matter. So we're going to get that top of funnel working as far as attracting and qualifying those leads. And we're going to do that together in an intensive that's going to happen not next week because we have our Engineer to Scale Live. So if you do join and you get the annual plan, you're going to get a ticket to our next week in Orlando, 2 days of we're going to work on some messaging. We're going to work on some messaging, a lot of good things that are happening. So let us know very quickly if you want to join us next week. But we'll have the intensive in the next week or so after everybody gets the done for you, gets onboarded. Our team is going to get you all set up, get your domains connected, get all the things happening. And then we're going to have our messaging intensive so that you can really execute on your lead qualification process. Yes, we're so excited for Orlando next week. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me. And if you have any questions, let us know. Just ping Sydney. You've probably already been contacted by her because hello, automation and hello, human connection, bringing the two together. Thank you so much again. Enjoy your week. And we can't wait to pop some bubbly just for you.